This is unbelievable. We almost cannot handle this anymore. Hey guys, welcome to Unmodded Gaming. I'm the Unmodded Gamer and I'm back with more of Planet Zoo. And in this video I'm going to have another look at the animals that I have and see if I have them all in good conditions. But before I do that, I'm going to try and solve this abyss, because I don't know how people are doing it, but it seems like someone just jumped into this here. Okay, but I want to try and fix some of the issues here, like for example this path. Let's remove this path. Let's see if we can clear it. Yes, we can. Good. Okay, that was necessary to do that. Now let me get rid of this gulpy slush. I have to remember that gulpy slush, because I'm going to delete it and I'm going to try and make this pathway longer, whilst at the same time not making it go up into the sky. So what I want to do is I'm just going to connect this up. Wait, that's the wrong path. I want it let me see. This one. Don't remove it. Build it. There. Here we go. Right, so I'm going to make it just a little longer, and I'm going to not put my slush thingy there, because it has gotten pretty crowded over there and I don't like to have that on such a small narrow pathway. I'm going to try and use this more as kind of a pathway to cut it off, because I want this to become a main pathway and make it go out to the right and come back up again somewhere around here. So right here. That seems like a good idea. But then I'm going to have to make this a pathway to cut through it, and for that it needs to be a smaller pathway, and I'm also going to have to get rid of some of these pathways here for staff, and I'm going to make this longer, and I'm going to do that probably in this episode, because I'm going to try and see if I can get any more animals in. But for now I'm going to put the slushy thingy right here near the benches. So let me have another look at the facilities. Cosmic cow ice cream. Cosmic Cow Milkshake. I don't know what all of that is. Chief Beef. Is that a restaurant or something? And we have a transportation. Well, that is good to know, but for now I'll get Gulpy Slush in here. And I'll unpause to see the effects, because this narrow pathway is about to get blocked and I don't want that. It is also incredibly crowded over here, so I might have to look into that. But first I'm going to have another look at the ticket prices. I don't really understand why hang on. What I was about to say is I don't really understand why or how the whole pricing system works, but I've gotten a few reports saying that people thought my ticket prices were too cheap, and now I'm getting reports of people thinking the ticket prices are too high, and I'm also getting reports that some of my animals are in a chest for too long. Now I wonder why I put them in that chest in the first place. But what I wanted to look into today, along with some other stuff like the pathways that I just mentioned, is also the issue chart, to look at animal well-being and the habitats, how well they are. I also want to have a look at the temperature and the temperatures, I should say. And let me see if I can do something about the temperature in this habitat. So we got a heater, and I'll put that down right here. Then I'm going to have another look at the water supply, and it looks like we don't really have much water. Only here, but that makes sense, because that is a lake, or it is supposed to be a lake after all. And we have power across the whole zoo, or almost the whole zoo. We got buildings, but they're just over there, and some over there, one over there. Negative influence of visitors. Let me see what that is, or if there is any negative influence of visitors. And there are still some visitors who are from the past episode, or past 2 episodes ago, I believe. They got into trouble with this thing, the generator there. which if you haven't already, you should check that out, but the generator there basically was standing too close to the visitors, and they apparently didn't all leave. Here we have the security. And I don't really understand what this all means. Do not feed signs, do not disturb signs, damaged objects, cameras and guards, and we have everything here. But we only have cameras and guards. Then we have the range of education of the visitors, which seems to be pretty limited. Well, that's okay. I try to put a sign for every habitat that I put in. I also have forgotten, I now remember, to put in a sign for the buffaloes, but I will do that after this. Here we have the well-being of the staff and the visitors as last two things that we have here. So, without further ado, I'm going to copy this and I'm going to put it right down here. Then I will get rid of these pathways. And I will get a new pathway . And continue that one on. It is not exactly what I had in mind, but that's okay. That will do for now. Wait. Let me just get rid of that and then make a join on this pathway. So it's kind of a complicated structure, but it's all we have right now, so it's gotta do the job. Let me now, just to be sure, have another look at the negative influence of visitors, and it looks like this staff door here isn't a problem, which is good. So I'll unpause again, and we see that one facility is or has stopped. It is broken. So I'll get an engineer to check on it. We also see that it is raining cats and dogs right now, and people are putting up their umbrellas, which I think is a nice touch to the game. We also have most, if not all, of our animals hiding away from the rain. Let me just unpause and let me see what happens with the thing that just broke down. Whoa. It looks like it's about to burst into flames. With all the smoke coming off of it. And because it's so busy in here, our engineer has some trouble getting to the scene, it looks like. Right. Engineer on his way. Look, there he comes. It looks like. No, that's not an engineer. Is it still the same warning? Yes, it is. And we still have a visiting player. Well, it looks like our engineer has to come from pretty far away. No, that's not our engineer. That's just an employee. And let me see how my flamingos are doing right now. It looks like they're doing pretty good. And here we have someone cleaning the streets, or the pathway, I should say. And here we have our engineer doing his job. Who has a high working pressure or a high working load. Maybe we can hire another engineer. Let me see, where can we hire staff members? So I hired 3 engineers because I had a look at the tasks an engineer has, and there are quite a few of them actually. So I decided to hire some more engineers to handle all the work better. I also saw a notification pop up that we had young with the Mexican rattlesnakes. So let me have a look at this vivarium and let me see how many rattlesnakes are in there now. Because we might have to add in another vivarium so that we can get a little more or a few more rattlesnakes, and it is getting crowded right now. This is unbelievable. We almost cannot handle this anymore. We have 4 Texican rattlesnakes with a low well-being. I was afraid that was gonna happen. Let me go to this and let me see if we can get a vivarium. Well, not in habitats, maybe nature or facilities. A building could also be a thing. No, it doesn't look like we can do that. Facilities maybe. Right, here we have it. Well, we know how the things go. And unfortunately we don't have enough space for a medium-sized vivarium over there, but maybe we can move it and put it right here. Right, okay. Let me just get this vivarium. No, you cannot do that yet, it looks like. Let me get this one and move it over here. And then I'll get another rattlesnake maybe, I don't know. Let's unpause the game. Wait, what? Cannot reach the vivarium. Not within ideal moisture range. Well, now I can finally change that. Let me just go ahead and get the temperature range where it needs to be. Can I change this? Good. Let me get this up to 28 degrees Celsius and down to 50% moist. And let's see if that helps. When I unpause this, it is probably going to work. And now we have 2 visiting players. Okay, well, it looks like things are going pretty good in the zoo right now, which means that I'm going to end this episode. I'm glad we were finally able to get all of our problems sorted out. We have just about 1,000 visitors and I hope I can improve on that in the next episode. Subscribe for more. Thanks for watching. This was the Unmodded Gamer. And stay unmodded.